पाकिस्तान मैडम है, पाकिस्तान उधर देखा था, बाहर ही देखा था। लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग स्टॉप रहा है। हाँ मैंने स्टॉप किया ना अभी। थोड़ा थोड़ा हेलो हेलो करो सर। हेलो, माइक टेस्टिंग, माइक टेस्टिंग। बैटरी लेवल एग्जॉस्ट होगा इसका, इसका कनेक्शन कर टेस्ट ऑन कर। बैटरी लो बोल रहा है। हाँ ये लगा दो एक्सचेंज बैटरी। हेलो नहीं चल रहा सचिन सर कॉलर आ गया तो वादा नहीं है क्या तो इधर भी दिखा था बैटरी लो वही चल रहा है कनेक्शन नहीं लगा नहीं है इंडिकेटर है बस। हाँ अच्छा बैटरी लेवल हाँ 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 अभी अभी वो बैटरी निकाला था कनेक्शन वो इसका बंद हो गया वो अभी चालू हो गया अभी रिफ्रेश कीजिए अभी। हाँ आवाज़ आ रहा है आवाज़।
हेलो हेलो
हाँ ऐसे क्या ठीक है। हाँ आ रहा है।
हेलो
आ रहा है आ रहा है। हाँ इसको दो रहा है नहीं नहीं वो आदमी लोग जो बोलेंगे तो वो स्पीकर है तो आवाज़ आएगा तो वो मेरा डायरेक्ट वो सही है चलता है उधर साउंड इधर से आएगा।
हेलो 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 Your attention please. Your attention please. All the faculties of Swedi are requested to gather at Training and Placement Seminar Hall for the inauguration ceremony of pre-conference Techno-Societal 2K16. I repeat, all the faculties of training were requested to gather at Training and Placement Seminar Hall for pre-conference Techno Societal 2016. Thank you.
इनका नहीं आया बहुत बार बोले सर। ये दूसरा होगा बाहर का आवाज
खिड़की बंद करना पड़ेगा।
उसको लगाना पड़ेगा बाहर से ना।
उसको नॉर्मल कर देंगे फुल एच डी ब्लर आ रहा है शार्पनेस आ रहा है
कॉलर माइक आणला ना
हाँ
उसको नॉर्मल करेंगे।
नॉर्मल करो फुल एच डी मत करो ज़्यादा स्पेस भी लेगा वो।
स्पेस क्या उनका रहता
कॉलर
है
माइक
हमारा।
नाही आहे कॉलर माइक आणलाय सर
कॉलर माइक
हां
आणला की मग दाखवा
नाही कॉलर नाही आहे हां आहे ना आपण
आपने क्या था ऑलरेडी एडेड है चलेगा बट उसमें लगता है आप अभी यूजर पासवर्ड नहीं दे रहे हो तो भी लगता है चुप ऐसे ही इमरजेंसी कोई तो करते हैं तो करने भी चाहिए पासवर्ड सेम ही है ना पासवर्ड सेम ही है ना उसका पूरे प्रोसेसर शुरू हो गया वो ऑनलाइन
Hello, welcome everybody. We are here for the Techno Society 2016 RUSA sponsored pre-conference workshop on transforming technologies into commercial products. So we are going to witness inauguration ceremony within few minutes.
ऑटो क्लोज हो रहा है क्या ऑटो क्लोज हो रहा है तो दूसरा दूसरे स्टूडियो खोल के
उसको ऊपर ही रखना पड़ता है ऐसा इसमें देखना उसमें नहीं देखना ये ऐसा करके देखना पड़ता है यहाँ ऐसे ये स्क्रीन बंद है
बसलेच आहे माझ्या फोन ये कुटुंब बनवा अभी मेरे को रियली टाइम नहीं है
हाँ बराबर है।
अभी तो ये हाँ थोड़ा मुझे
मुझे
इसलिए
समझ में
नहीं
आ रहा है
होगा
लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि उधर के ड्यूटी नहीं करना।
talk to your HOD and do whatever needs to be done.
Shift for it to discuss it.
I cannot I'm not in a position
सर कॉलर माईक येत आहे तो नंतर ना सांगतो कोणाला कॉलर माईक तुम्ही बघा ना टेक्निकल स्ट्रीमिंग लाईव्ह स्ट्रीमिंग
welcome to all the distinguished dignitaries. Good morning and a very warm welcome to all the distinguished dignitaries, all the staff members of the dais, on the dais. I take pleasure and privilege to welcome Sri Sharad Patil sir, State Project Joint Director RUSA, Professor Dr. Vilas Gaikar sir, Vice Chancellor Batu Ronari, Mr. Anand Kamath sir, Microsoft Hyderabad, Dr. Balasubramaniam sir from BARC Bombay, Professor Rajendra M. Sonar sir from IIT Bombay, Dr. Satish Vikhapatnam sir from Texas A&M USA, Professor C.D. Nagora sir, President SWERI Pandharpur, Professor Dr. B.P. Ronge sir, Founder Secretary SWERI and Principal College of Engineering Pandharpur. I welcome all of you sir. Good morning. On behalf of SWERI, I am Ms. Vinal Bhure of College of Engineering Pandharpur extend a warm welcome to one and all to the pre-conference workshop on transforming technologies into commercial products, organized by Sri Vitthal Education and Research Institute and fully sponsored by Rashtriya Uchchatar Shikshan Abhiyan. Pandharpur is also known as South Kashi of Mumbai, India. The presiding deities of Pandharpur are Lord Vithoba and Mata Rukmini. The city is known for its Warkari culture. Every year, lakhs of devotees gather in this holy city on Ashadi Ekadashi to catch a glimpse of Mauli, the Universal Mother. Today, it feels like Wari here in SWERI campus. With no further ado, I would like to request all the dignitaries on the dais to proceed for lighting of the ceremonial lamp. Please, sirs. Ashtoma Sadgamaya, Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurma Amritam Magamaya. Let there be light, let knowledge prevail, let innovation become omnipresent. Thank you, sir. No interaction is wasted. We learn from every experience, every person we meet and draw inspiration from them to do greater things. I now call upon Dr. Prashant Pawar sir, RUSA coordinator and Dean R&D of SWARI, to talk about how this conference became his brainchild after an interaction with RUSA. Please, sir.
Good morning, all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, Chief Guests of Function, Vice Chancellor of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Technological University, Luneri, President of today's function, Sri Sharad Patil Sir, State Project Joint Director, RUSA, other distinguished guests, Professor Satish from Texas A&M, BART scientists, Sri R. Balasubramanian, Dr. R. Balasubramanian, Sri Anand Kamat Sir from Microsoft, Rajendra Sonar Sir from IIT Bombay, then our trust President Professor Nag Gowda and our trust secretary and principal of Swedish College of Engineering, Pandharpur, Professor V.P. Ronge, all the print and electronics media who gave us wide publicity about our event in this region. Most importantly, all the delegates participating in this workshop and my fellow colleagues. Let me give the preamble of this workshop. On 5th May 2016, RUSA State Project Director Manisha Verma Madam visited our institute along with Gaikar Sir and two other industry experts, Nitan Sir and Malkani Sir. This visit was based on suggestion from Padma Vibhushan Dr. Anil Kakodkar Sir about whatever activities we are doing related to techno-societal. During this visit, Madam encouraged us and advised to guide various faculty members from Maharashtra, other similar institute about the kind of work we are doing. And on 18th June, we have been invited to present our technical ideas in RUSA's Research and Innovation Based Project Workshop at Sahyadri Guest House in Mumbai. During this workshop, I requested Madam to allow me to advertise about our conference Techno Societal 2016. Then Madam asked me how can RUSA help in this activity. With this unanticipated question I could not answer, I told her to give me some time, I will submit the proposal. And based on RUSA's initiative of encouraging the scientists and academicians to utilize their knowledge for product development and value generation through commercialization of products, we have decided to submit proposal of this pre-conference workshop, and RUSA graciously agreed to sponsor the entire workshop. In order to encourage the researchers to read the formal processes from good books in this domain, we have decided to provide 4 books as a part of registration kit. Let me brief the theme of this workshop. Just innovation is not sufficient for commercialization of a particular technology into product. The laboratory level knowledge and know-how should be given shape with participation of a multidisciplinary team involving expertise from core domain, design, marketing, economics, HR, etc. In the process of product development, following issues need to be considered: value, proportion, status of innovation, novelty of products, legal issues like patent and copyright or infringing of IPR, expected cost estimation, expected scale of operation, status of market research, alternative product present, regularity, hurdles, commercialization strategies, expected timeline, self-defined key performance indicators. Today, this workshop will cover talks by experts in the field of product development for the participant. The expected outcome is that the participant should get encouraged to steer their research towards product development and value addition. They should also understand the importance of multidisciplinary working approach and IPR protection. In the afternoon, 3 domain-specific sessions are arranged in Mechanical Division, Computer and Electronics Division, and Applied Science Division. I hope all the participants will take maximum benefit of these scheduled talks and add more value to their research. I once again thank all the dignitaries for coming over to Pandharpur. Thank you and enjoy the workshop.
India is a land of cultures and traditions, most important one being Atithi Devo Bhava. We'll now proceed towards Atithi Satkar as per the tradition and hospitality of Sweri. It is indeed our great fortune to have him as our chief guest for today's function. We cannot think of a person more suitable for the same. Professor Dr. Vilas Gaikwad sir is presently rendering his services as Vice Chancellor of BARDU, Lonari. Prior to going on leave, Dr. Gaikwad was working with Institute of Chemical Technology as a Bharat Petroleum Distinguished Professor of Chemical Technology. Dr. Gaikwad graduated as Bachelor of Chemical Engineering in 1982 from University of Bombay, Masters in 1984 and PhD with Best Thesis in 1986 from the same university. He has formed many associations including but not limited to Coordinator TechWit, Innovation Networking Center, Maharashtra State, Life Member, Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers, Life Member, Indian Society for Surface Science and Technology, Member, R&D Monitoring Committee for ONGC Institutes, etc. He has formed liaisons with more than 100 industries and has published in refereed international journals, 164 books, 2 book chapters, 3 patents, granted 8 and filed for 10. Number of conference presentations and invited lectures 230. I request Shri C.B. Nargoda sir, Chairman of Sweri Trust, to felicitate our today's chief guest. Thank you, sir. Shri Sharad Patil sir is presently rendering his services as State Project Joint Director of RUSA. I request Dr. B.P. Ronge, Secretary of Sweri, to felicitate our President of today's function. I now call upon Dr. Prashant Pawar, Dean R&D, to felicitate Dr. Satish Bukkapatnam. Dr. Satish T.S. Bukkapatnam is Professor in the Department of Industrial and Systems Engineering at Texas A&M University. His research focuses on personalized prognostics of cardiorespiratory disorders. Ultra precision manufacture and finishing of biomedical implants, predictive big data analytics, wearable sensors and point of care health assurance, and remote health monitoring. He has acquired his bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from SV University Tirupati, MS in industrial and manufacturing engineering in 1994, and PhD in industrial and manufacturing engineering from Pennsylvania State University Park in 1997. He is recipient of the prestigious OSU Regents Distinguished Research Award, the Best Paper Award from IIE Manufacturing and Design Division Track. Thank you, sir. I now call upon Dr. Arval Utpat, coordinator of today's workshop, to please state Dr. Rajendra Sonar, sir. Dr. Sonar is presently working as Associate Professor for Information Systems Technology, Shailesh J. Mehta School of Management, Indian Institute of Technology, Powai, Mumbai. He acquired his bachelor's degree of computer science from Pune University in 1989 and master's in 1992 and PhD in 2000 from Pune University. He was the co-founder of ICANN Solutions Private Limited and signed IIT Mumbai incubated company developing BI solutions for personalized experiences using hybrid AI. Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. X.M. Mukne, sir, Dean Administration, Sweri, to please state Shri Anand Kamath, sir. Shri Kamath is associated with Microsoft Hyderabad since 2004 and is presently Principal Group Project Manager at Microsoft Corporation. Shri Kamath completed BE in Computer Science from VRICE, now VNIT, in 1992 and worked in leading telecom companies Lucent, Nortel, Cisco for about 10 years. After returning to India in 2002, he worked for Adobe for a couple of years before joining Microsoft in 2004. In his current role at Microsoft, Anand defines the product strategy and roadmap for a team of 80+ engineers in Microsoft Cloud and Enterprise Division. Thank you, sir. I now call upon Professor N.D. Misal, sir, Vice Principal Sweri, to please state Dr. R. Balasubramanian, sir. Dr. Bala, as we all call him affectionately, is an outstanding scientist from BARC, Mumbai. Known as a task manager, he is presently rendering his services as head of Precision Machining Section in Precision Engineering Division. He is MTech Manufacturing from IIT Bombay in 1993 and got his PhD from IIT Bombay in the year 2000. Dr. Bala has 4 patents up his sleeve in various areas of his interest, including but not limited to ultra precision manufacturing. Thank you, sir. I now call upon Dr. Ubay Utpat, sir, to please state Shri Anand Mahurkar, sir. Advocate Anand Mahurkar is a partner and head of the Pune branch of Krishna and Saurashtra Associates, which is a leading law firm in India. He is LLB from Savitribai Phule Pune University, member of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, registered patent agent of the Patent Office of India. Advocate Mahurkar is also a mechanical engineer of Amravati University. Thank you, sir. It takes a leader, a vision, a mission to build an institute of such a stature as SWERI. I request Dr. B.P. Rangesa, Secretary of SWERI and Principal College of Engineering, Pandharpur, to kindly share his journey in this building of this campus. Please, sir.
Good morning, one and all. Chief guest of this pre-conference workshop, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Technological University, Lonere, respected Dr. Gaikar sir, President of the function, State Project Joint Director, Rashtriya Uच्च Shiksha Abhiyan, respected Sharad Patil sir, Professor from Texas University, Professor Satish, Professor Sonar from IIT Bombay, our mentor Dr. Bal Subramaniam, respected Anand Kamath sahib from Microsoft, President of our SWERI family, Professor Nadagowda, Advocate Anand Mohikar sahib. We have with us Akruti Coordinator from BRC, Smita Murray Madam, all the dignitaries of the dais. On behalf of SWERI family, I extend warm welcome to all of you. SWERI, which stands for Sri Vitthal Education and Research Institute, Pandharpur, which started College of Engineering, Pandharpur on this barren land in 1998 as its first venture, with 160 students, 8 faculty members and 2 non-teaching staff. In workshop said, but the name of the trust, two keywords are very important: education and research. Sri Vitthal Education and Research Institute. To begin with, we started with educational activity in this campus. And actually we had in mind but how to proceed. It was not clear to us how to add research to this educational activity. So to begin with, we made lot of experimentation, lot of brainstorming with faculty and students, and we came with an indigenous document by the name Pandharpur Pattern in Professional Education. We call it as Triple PE, which gave us little initiative towards research activities. And we started organizing project exhibitions, national level technical symposiums for students, and at later stage, national conferences in this campus. After proving ourselves on the educational front, to give boost to research activities, we started PG courses in all the branches and PhD, approved PhD programs of our university. And our dream to develop research culture in this campus started becoming true. I had a dream when we organized first national conference way back in 2006 to organize international conference. And our Dean Research and Development, Dr. Prashant Pawar, made this dream come true through this international conference on Techno Societal 2016. As mentioned by Dr. Pawar, the third part after education and research is technology, and technology becoming product. Senior IAS officer and project director of RUSA visited this campus along with respected Gaikar sir, and whatever research and extension related activities we have been continuing with in this campus, a look was given by them, and when idea of organizing this international conference was put before them, this idea to go for pre-conference workshop to give boost and spread culture of bringing out research from laboratories and taking it to society through products was discussed, and it was strongly supported by respected Manisha Verma madam and Sharad Patil sahib, and of course respected Gaikar sir, and we are here. The journey started with 160 students, as I mentioned, and 8 faculty members from workshops said. Now in this campus we have around 4,000 students, 250 faculty members, and more than 200 non-teaching staff. And 16,000 square feet workshop. Now total construction is around 6 lakh square feet. Sweri founders had no that strong family background, no political background, no financial support. But we had one strong thing with us, and that is willpower. And that willpower made this campus to happen on one-time barren land in this campus. To our proud, more than 42% students are girl students, and around 2,300 students are living in the campus in hostels. Out of that, 1,100 are girl students. And we are making sincere efforts to continue our journey. And strengthening quality culture in education, research and technology. And from my bottom of heart, I express our sincere gratitude towards respected Manisha Verma madam, respected Dr. Gaikar sir, Sirji Patil sir, for supporting us in this venture. So I cannot forget Dr. Bal Subramaniam, Mole madam, because of them we could get RHRDF Rural Human and Resource Development facility in our campus. I am equally grateful to respected Professor Satish, Professor Sona, respected Kamath Sahib for sparing their valuable time and being with us to grace this campus. I wish all the participants all the best and take leave here. Thank you very much.
Now we humbly request Shri Sharad Patil sir to deliver his presidential address. Please sir.
Honorable dignitaries on the dais and of the dais, and my scientist friends. First of all, I humbly bow to the ageless and deathless consciousness that resides in all of us. आपणा साऱ्यांमध्ये विद्यमान असणाऱ्या अजन अमर अशा चैतन्य तत्वाला विनम्र अभिवादन करतो आणि माझ्या 10 मिनिटांच्या भाषणाला सुरुवात करतो. 10 मिनिटांची याच्यासाठी सांगितलं की मी आधी विचारलं आयोजकांना, मोकळे सरांना विचारलं की किती वेळ मला बोलायचं. मित्रो, मी पंढरपूरला पहिल्यांदाच येतोय. म्हणजे महाराष्ट्रात जन्मला असूनही, जन्मलो असूनही मी ह्या महाराष्ट्राच्या आराध्य देवतेच्या तीर्थस्थळाला पहिल्यांदाच भेट देतोय. आणि सकाळी मी गेलो ज्ञानोबारायांपासून, ज्ञानोबा माऊलींपासून तुकोबारायांपर्यंत, संत मुक्ताईपासून संत कान्होपात्रेपर्यंत सगळ्यांनी ज्या सावळ्या सुंदर विठीचं वर्णन केलेलं आहे ते मी आज डोळे भरून पाहिलो आणि माझ्या डोळ्यातून अश्रू वाहू लागले. तसा मी मूर्तीपूजक नाही. भक्ती मार्गापेक्षा ज्ञानमार्ग मला जास्ती जवळचा वाटतो. आणि असं असूनही इथं आल्यावर त्या गाभाऱ्याच्या जवळ मी पोचलो आणि माझ्या सर्वांगातून ऊर्जा लहरी वाहू लागल्या आणि कुठलं तरी वेगळं नातं आपलं पुन्हा रिमेंबर झालं. रिमेंबर हा शब्द कसा आहे? आय बिकेम अ मेंबर अगेन. टू बिकम अ मेंबर अगेन, रिमेंबर असं. तर ही संधी मला दिल्याबद्दल मी आयोजकांचा कृतज्ञ आहे, ऋणात राहू इच्छितो. मी विषयावर येण्यापूर्वी तुम्हाला रुसाबद्दल थोडं सांगू इच्छितो. इथं मी आंग्ल भाषेचा आधार घेतो कारण की काही व्यासपीठावरच्या काही लोकांना मराठी भाषा कदाचित परिचित नसेल. सो रुसा इज an acronym, a short form called राष्ट्रीय उच्चतर शिक्षा अभियान. This is a Hindi term, उच्चतर, higher education. So in English it is National Mission for Higher Education. This is a natural progression from what is known as Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan. The aim is to enhance quality in higher education. We have three basic principles on which RUSA stands. access, equity and excellence. And for this, we have 18 different components, ranging from providing infrastructure grants to universities as well as colleges. And currently we support only state universities and colleges. And you will be amazed to know that more than 90% of the students are served by these state universities. So we need to improve the quality, make this university education globalized, internationalize it, and also improve the governance structure that is there in universities. So this is one of the components. I won't enter into other details of the components, but one thing that is related to this workshop is a component which is pioneered by the state, in a sense. It is of research and innovation. For research and innovation, there were no set guidelines, but our state project director, Manisha Verma, she is an amazing officer. I have seen her work for the last 19 years. This is the 4th time we are working together. So she spearheaded it like anything, and we were recognized as pioneers. What we did, one of the dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Gaikar sir, has been party to this, part and parcel of this initiative by USA, Maharashtra. So all these people, I was not there in the team, but these people toured extensively in all the universities, state universities in the state, and searched, handpicked 14 projects, individual projects, and supported them. We funded all these 14 people, and we are also in the process of establishing technology development and transfer hubs in 6 universities. And in this mission, we found some cutting edge research going on. Different colleges, including Sweden, and it was supported. So we didn't do a great job by supporting us. You are thankful to USA for that, but we are fortunate to support an institute like you. I had just heard about this. This is the first time I'm visiting this great institute. But now I just interacted briefly with the team here, but I'll go around and see what you people are doing. So I'm so happy to be amongst you. Now I'll briefly turn to another subject. It is हा मेळा आहे जिथे वैष्णवांचा मेळा लागतो, तिथे वैज्ञानिकांचा मेळा लागलेला आहे. आषाढी आणि एकादशी, आषाढी आणि कार्तिकी एकादशीला इथं वैष्णवांचा मेळा लागतो, तिथं वैज्ञानिकांचा, दोन्ही वै आहे, त्यांचा मेळा इथे लागणं हा योग आहे. मी याला योगायोग म्हणत नाही, बिकॉज देर आर नो ऍक्सिडेंटल मीटिंग्स. I know this. There are no accidental phone calls. There are no accidental conversations as well. And if all of us are meeting here, it is part of a grand design. आणि मला खात्री आहे की आपण जरी वैज्ञानिक असला तरी पण आपण डोळस वैज्ञानिक आहात. काय होतं की अनेकदा आपली विज्ञानावर पण अंधश्रद्धा असते. अंधश्रद्धा याच्यात मी शिरणार नाही फारसा, पण जसं विज्ञान हे व्हॅल्यू न्यूट्रॅलिटी मानतं. तुम्ही कुठल्याही गोष्टीला आधी जज करत नाही. प्रयोगातून तुम्ही ओपन माइंडनी प्रयोग करता आणि तुम्ही ज्ञान मिळवता, नॉलेज एक्सपिरियन्शियल नॉलेज. तसंच मला वाटतं की आपली आध्यात्मिकता सुद्धा बिलीफ बेस्ड असली नाही पाहिजे. आपली जी तथाकथित स्पिरिच्युअलिटी आहे ती 99% बिलीफ बेस्ड. बिलीफ काय असतं? व्हॉट इज अ बिलीफ? श्रद्धा काय असते? बिलीफ इज ऑलवेज समबडी एल्सेस ईश्वरावर, देव, ईश्वर, अल्लाह, काही नाव द्या, अशा शक्तीवर किती लोकांचा विश्वास आहे? हात वर करा बरं. मेजॉरिटी. बरोबर. त्याच्यापैकी कोणीतरी सांगेल की कशासाठी विश्वास आहे. कोण सांगेल? कुणीतरी एकाने पटकन सांगावं. आपल्याजवळ वेळ फार कमी. So, but one counter question. Have you seen God? Yeah. So this is the belief, because we have belief in God because we have been taught like this, we have been conditioned like this. That तुम्ही खेळून आलात की आई सांगते हातपाय धुवा आणि देवासमोर उभा राहा, देवाला नमस्कार कर, दिवा लाव वगैरे. सो दिस इज पार्ट ऑफ आवर कंडिशनिंग. किंवा आपल्या धर्मग्रंथांमध्ये लिहिलेलं आहे, उपनिषदांमध्ये असेल, गीतेमध्ये असेल, पुराणामध्ये असेल, बायबलमध्ये असेल, की ईश्वर असतो. आपल्या सगळ्या आजूबाजूच्या एन्व्हायरमेंटमध्ये ईश्वर आहे ही श्रद्धा बळकट केली जाते. आता दुसरा प्रश्न, तुमच्यापैकी किती लोकांचा आकाशात तळपणाऱ्या ज्याचं ऊन इकडे येऊ पाहतंय अशा सूर्यावर किती लोकांचा विश्वास आहे? हात वर करा बरं. बघा, माझा ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन आहे. सूर्यावर विश्वास आहे का तुमचा? डू यू हॅव टू बिलीव्ह इन द सन? बिकॉज यू सी इट, यू एक्सपिरियन्स इट. आता थंडी वाजली तर तुम्ही उन्हात जाऊन उभं राहा. सो इट इज पार्ट ऑफ युअर एक्सपिरियन्स, इट इज पार्ट ऑफ युअर एक्सपिरियन्शियल नॉलेज. सूर्याला तुम्ही जाणता म्हणून त्याला मानायची गरज नाही. ईश्वराला तुम्ही जाणत नाही म्हणून त्याला मानता. पण ईश्वराला तुम्ही जाणू शकता आणि ते एक्सपिरियन्स जाणू शकता. आणि त्याच्यासाठी ओपन माइंड असण्याची गरज आहे. ईश्वराचा अनुभव तुम्हाला येऊ शकतो. मी एका नास्तिकाचं रूपांतर एका प्रीचरमध्ये झालेलं तुम्ही माझ्या मधून बघू शकता. मी अभंग लिहितोय हल्ली. काय झालं की मी प्रेमाच्या कविता लिहायचं आणि आता मी अभंग लिहितो. गंमत म्हणजे 33 वर्षापर्यंत मी अतिशय नास्तिक होतो. म्हणजे नास्तिकांना जसा अभिमान असतो, अरे मी मानत नाही, 100 90 लोक मानतात आणि मी मानत नाही म्हणजे मी स्पेशल आहे असं. पण तो अहंकार असतो हे मला नंतर कळलं. याच्यावर एक माझा अभंग आहे की नास्तिकांचे काय सांगावे कौतुक, नकारात सुख त्यांना लाभे, परी त्यांच्यातही नीच विद्यमान, माझ्या विण पान हले. सो असं हे आहे माझं. एखाद महिन्यानी एक ताओ गाथा नावाचं पुस्तक आहे. ताओ फिलॉसॉफी ही अभंगांच्या स्वरूपात आणली. जवळजवळ 950 ओव्या त्याच्यामध्ये आहेत. तर एकच मिनिट घेईन आपला की हे आपल्याला जे जाणवतं, आपण वेगवेगळी नावं देतो. ईश्वराला नाव देतो, कोणी निसर्ग म्हणतं, कोणी मॉर्फोजेनेटिक फील्ड म्हणतं. आता ॲक्रिसाइट बद्दल जेव्हा चर्चा आली तेव्हा मला एक रुपर्ट शेल्ड्रेक नावाचा एक सायंटिस्ट आठवला, ज्यांनी मॉर्फोजेनेटिक फील्डवर काम केलंय. मॉर्फिक रेझोनन्स जो त्याला म्हणतो. सो तुम्ही त्याला काहीही नाव द्या. तर लाओत्झू नावाचा एक माणूस 2500 वर्षापूर्वी ज्यांनी हा ग्रंथ लिहिला, टाओ ते ची किंवा टाओ द ची, 4 वेगवेगळे असू शकतात. तर त्याच्यामध्ये त्यांनी वेगवेगळ्या गोष्टींना स्पर्श केलेला आहे. त्याच्यात लवचिकपणाचं महत्त्व आहे. आणि मी जे आता म्हणणार होतो की बी ओपन, बी फ्लेक्झिबल. तो म्हणतो की लवचिकता म्हणजे जीवन, ताठरता म्हणजे भक्ती. आपल्याकडे तुकोबारायांनी पण सांगितलंय. काय सांगितलंय? महापुरे झाडे जाती तिथे लभाळी वाजते. तर याच्यात 2-3 अभंग साईड करतो माझे की जितके जीवन कायेत वसते, तितकी असते लवचिक, एकदा का झाले तिचे कलेवर, मग ती ताठर कमालीची. जिवंत ते तृण लुसलुसू किती, ताठरते अति गेल्यावर. म्हणून जे जे काही मृदू आहे जगतामध्ये ते सगळं जीवनाचं संगी आहे आणि जे ताठर आहे ते मृत्यूचं संगी आहे. म्हणून मित्र, आता दिवसभर तुम्ही असणार आहात ही अतिशय आपल्याला जे जे काही माहिती आहे, जे जे काही तुम्हाला पूर्वज्ञान आहे, पूर्वानुभव आहे, ते बाजूला ठेवा. Just empty your vessel. Because unless and until you have an empty vessel, you are not going to gain anything. किंवा जर थोडंसं ठेवलं तर जे मिळेल ते ॲडल्टरेटेड असेल, मिक्स्ड असेल. ओपन माइंड ठेवा आणि आज जे येईल तुम्ही जसं ते तसं स्वीकारा असं म्हणत नाही आहे. तुम्ही आधी ग्रहण करा, मग नंतर त्याचं चर्वण करा, त्याला प्रवंत करा. म्हणत वाटलं तर घ्या, नाही तर काढून द्या, पण ऐकताना पूर्णपणे रिक्त राहा. कारण जेव्हा मनामध्ये मन चरित असतं तेव्हा शांतीची गीतं निनादतात. मला वाटतं 10पेक्षा थोडीशी जास्त मिनिटं घेतली असतील. मी आता थांबतो आणि मला इथं येण्याची जी संधी दिली, मला निमंत्रण दिलं, माझा सत्कार केला, त्याबद्दल आयोजकांचे आभार आणि तुम्ही शांतपणे ऐकून घेतलं त्याबद्दल तुमचे मनपूर्वक आभार. तुमच्या मधल्या अजन्मर चैतन्य तत्वाला पुन्हा एकदा विनम्र अभिवादन करतो आणि माझं लाभलेलं भाषण थांबवतो. थँक्यू सो मच. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, sir, for the eloquent way in which you express your feelings of becoming a REAP member, and we continue to wish you foster this relationship with Pandharpur as well as Swami. Now I request Dr. Abhay Utpat to take charge of the podium for further proceedings of the day.
Morning, one and all. Respected dignitaries on the dais, and dear participants. The dream which we have seen 1 year back about organizing this big event, Techno Societal 2016, scheduled on 20th and 21st December 2016. Today all of us have gathered here for the pre-conference workshop of the same, transforming technologies into the commercial product. So here I am for the schedules, and I am very much thankful to all the dignitaries on the dais, respected Gaikar sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Babasaheb Ambedkar Technology University Lonore, respected Professor Sonar sir from IIT Mumbai, respected Sharad Patil sir from USA, respected Sri Bukapatnam sir from Texas, US, respected Kamath sir from Microsoft, respected Bala sir from BRC, Honorable Naragala sir, Honorable Runge sir, and all dignitaries. And here, the moment for which we are waiting, these all dignitaries are going to enlighten us next after a few seconds. First, I will invite Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Gaikar sir, for his talk, Approach for Transforming Idea Technology into the Commercial Product. It will be continued up to 12:30. It will be followed by the next session of Professor Rajendra Sonar on technology commercialization with a case study. It's from IIT Mumbai. Then we'll have a lunch break, and after lunch break, all will gather here once again at 2 p.m. for the session of Sri Anand Mahudkar sir, a advocate patent lawyer on IPR protection and revenue generation. So I request all the dignitaries to take the front chairs, and I request Honorable Gaikar sir to open the first golden page of pre-conference workshop. Sonar sir's talk will be from 12:30 to 1:30. Thank you, sir. So, Professor Gaikar sir.
morning to all of you. Prashant, you probably need a cup of tea for everyone. Okay. Good morning. I made a slight change in my topic because I thought I'll just talk few things about our work and then give a more general need of what is the need of innovation. Because let me first thank Swedi, Dr. Rohit, Prashant, and the President Naragoda to invite me here and give this opportunity to share my own experiences and probably what can be done in this field, particularly in the technical education. We had a visit here about, as Prashant mentioned, sorry, both of you have mentioned that we had a visit here in the month of May, and that was our first tour of the state to see what is the status of technical education and research in the state. Because otherwise, we found that we were flooded with all kinds of proposals from universities, and we were not really sure that we should fund them or not. And as a result of our moving around, we really came across several gems. And I must say that the kind of the work which is being done at this institute really impressed us. And probably this is the reason I accepted the invitation. He said that, can you come one day before the conference, because tomorrow I have a conference at my place. Right. There's a background behind this particular title. It was back in 2014. I was invited for a meeting in MSRD, and we had like a brainstorming session on that particular day. But what can be done for technology development and innovation in the country? And there are four of us coming from four different corners of the country, and I was asked to check out whether there is a possibility of building some kind of network or center for Western India, including Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Rajasthan. There was a very, very strong meeting on that day, and we took up the challenge saying that we can build some kind of a center on the Western India. We did all kinds of work over 3 months, submitted the papers, went to and fro between ICT, and at the time I was working in ICT. And thing went right to the level saying that who can lead this, who can be your CEO, who can be a marketing manager. It went to that level. And we had a very modest budget of 150 crores. So just imagine 4 states, you want to develop a technology R&D center, 150 crores. And when they say, okay, come over and have a discussion. And we went there, and there was a bomb right, and they said, hey, we can't give this money to you. That's a so ridiculous thing to happen at the government level. We are very, very rejected. I gave then and there a counter proposal to the secretary then, and said that we will develop a network in Maharashtra for innovation. And because the question was about giving the funding, they said, how much, why should we give the money to an institute like ICT? ICT wasn't in the limelight till then. It came in the limelight much more in the last 1.5 years because of some of the projects which we handled under the innovation networking. And we built a network of 5 institutions in the state, and we had handled exercises with all of them, developing about 14 projects, and they were like a teamwork of different disciplines. We had mechanical engineer, we had electrical engineer, instrumentation, computer science. All the people were working together, and the people who worked with me were not faculty members. Those were the undergraduate students. And my own team of PhD actually helped me to conduct this project. I'm going to give just a glimpse of that to you. But I thought I will put up the entire technical education today in a perspective. What it is today and what can be done. And whether we as a country can really make a big change into this all of us come across this report every now and then, and it probably happens just before the admission, right? Where we stand, and there's a lot of heartburn saying that, where is my school? Where is my university? And they don't appear in that list. We are not even the top 100, 200, not even 500. IITs of course can say that we are at least in top 200. But many of the other universities, they probably may not stand, or they are not counted in the first 100. And it causes a lot of heartburn. And the people, particularly reporters, they are very, very glad to come out with the reports why our education system is not able to produce world-class universities. Right? Everybody talks about it, world-class universities. I feel that the problem basically lies in the way our systems work, particularly this school. We have seen that the students, when they come to the formal education sector, what really the teachers teach them is that this is a textbook, this is what you're supposed to read, if this is the question, this is the answer. Am I right? That's a standard examination system. And once the student comes to the 8th standard, he or she are conditioned to pass the examination. Right? That is the basic problem, which I believe is the reason why we have the lowest index of innovation. I'm not saying that doesn't mean we're not doing an innovation. A lot of things are being innovated, but per capita our innovation index becomes very, very low. Okay. Why in Indian education we have characteristics? We are very, very formal. It is too predictable, very planned, too much planning, too regimented, too rigid, too routine. Right? Our education has become now textbook approach education. Yeah, for every course, you have a standard textbook. You'll have standard questions. So much so that the students can actually look at last 5 years' papers and predict what will be the next semester examination. That is what I call a predictability. It becomes too routine. And if the examiner is not even careful, he will just take last year's examination paper and quiz that. You had seen that principle just 2 days ago, right? The paper repeated from the last year's examination. Isn't it too predictable? That is what causing the serious issues today in the Indian education. Look at that, a student can, his life is so predictable today, he knows which subjects he has to study. He has a very little choice even for the subjects that he wants to study. What he should study is decided by somebody else, not by his choice. Okay, that is the reason I said it's a too rigid system that we have. And it's very well planned for him. The education system even decides in which sequence, what subjects and what principles he will study. That is the crux of the problem today, and this which I believe, even as the Vice Chancellor of the Technology University, what I should do to change this. Okay? Not only that, if you have a question which is slightly away from this predictability, the students can even file a case saying that it is out of syllabus question. And we have heard this. People go for strike and say that this is what happened and so on and so forth. Our examination, our system is more on passing the examination. We are actually printing the degrees. Every university actually prints the degrees on the basis of passing the examination. Right? That's too much of the emphasis on the paper examination. But you remember that we have seen changes, and we are finding it difficult to keep pace with the developments which are taking place in the technology elsewhere. We are talking about just 3G, 4G. In a year's time, we should be talking about, not in a year's time, maybe in a few months, we'll be Europe and Australia talking about 7G. We are many times are behind the world. And this is also a problem in industries. Industries, if you go to any of Indian industry, my personal experience in the chemical industry, and you give them a new principle, they'll always a question. Has it been used elsewhere? It means somebody has to prove the technology and then we are ready to adapt them. That's the second-hand technology for me. Okay? And that is the way I look at some of this. Also, it is necessary for us to remember a large mass of population is still away from the digital advances. Why otherwise the people in the villages today are suffering because of demonetization? They have not seen yet the benefit of so-called your Paytm and the free charge and the net banking and so on. So it is a large amount. In fact, I would have said that the demonetization had given an extremely good opportunity for engineering students to come up with an app which could be used locally. May not be utilized even for the bank to bank. At least locally they could have developed some of those applications. India is, now we always say that there is a big service industry which contributes to the India's GDP. We know the economy is almost 65% money comes from the services. Manufacturing and agriculture are now at the lower side. But we still have to do many things. Okay? Look at this now. We have out of almost 1.2, 1.3 strong billion population, at least 23% of the population had some kind of the formal higher education. Now suppose I look at this formally educated people, and if they want to change their mindset rather than just serving, go to the office every in the morning at 9 o'clock, come back by 5 o'clock, my job is done. I'm not looking for those people. I'm looking for those people who say, I want to do something different. Make my life easier as well as make the lives of the other people easier. And that is where I would like to target. At least 1% of my that higher educated populated people, if I can convert them into become innovators, we can actually solve many of the problems that India is solving. And then I come to the engineering students. Engineers are supposed to dream, design, conceptualize, make a prototype, make it useful, and that is where the commercial is. When a civil engineer builds a bridge, it was not there, but he conceptualized. An architect, when he builds a building, he conceptualized how in the 3D space the building should function. That is the basic thing that engineers do. So engineers are supposed to be the captive innovators. Every engineering student therefore has an ability to become an innovator. Every year we're talking about 1.3 million engineers are produced by the country. In the state alone, we're talking at least number inching to something like a lakh of engineers getting into and coming out of the system. Even suppose I take 10% of, I must in that case become more ambitious, 10% of them become innovators, I should be filing 10,000 patents every year. India has the lowest per capita patent filing record in the country, and majority of the patents filed in India are from the multinationals. We did this analysis. 80% of the patents are filed by the multinationals, the rest are only from Indians. That actually shows why we are not developing at the same rate, depending, knowing that we have such a democratic advantage with us. Young people, educated one, technically sound, having English as a medium of communication and training, and why we are not developing the technologies. Okay? All as I said, the problem lies in the way engineers are taught to pass examination. Engineers are not taught to become engineers. Engineers are taught to pass the examination. Okay? So we don't want it on the paper. What is innovation then? Innovation means you take any activity, it's just saying that I have an idea, I become an innovator. It is an entire process, right from identification, ideation, invention, to development, prototype, to production, marketing, and sales. And then we make the money out of it. If you do not make the money out of this, you better shut down that innovation. We don't need that innovation. You have to make money. And money, of course, is the language everybody understands. Right? This is in fact the basic definition that came from this book by Shumkar. Okay. What is innovation? You have to create a value. Value which is of, remember, this can be anything. It can be existing or the new product, process, or a service. Remember, engineers by their training are candidates, potential candidates for innovation. I would like to bring that change, if possible, at the end of this lecture, whether you would like to be an innovator. Also, I must say that innovation is not domain of only engineers and scientists. Engineers and scientists are trained to become innovators. But I would like to show you some of the examples where of people having no formal education have still innovated. Okay? That is the reason I'm saying you need to have an idea about how people think using local resources. Just look at this auto rickshaw made up of bamboo. It is a northeast region. You have a bicycle made up of bamboo, a torch made up of bamboo. You take that worn tires, the rubber tires, and convert that into even the. No, some of you might even say this is jugaad. This is not really jugaad. That's a typical Indian word when you say that something is to be done here and there. This is not. This is actually a great innovation. Something these people have no absolute. They have no idea about what innovation means. They have not heard probably even the word innovation. But they thought about something which is easily available in their vicinity, local resources, a local need, and make a product which is adding a value to at least himself. But look at this, a torch which is simply made from a bamboo. Isn't it very easy material to make? That is what I call real innovation. And in fact, some of these are cataloged by the Indian Innovation Council. If you go to the Innovation Council site, many of these examples are available. We even have a simple example where a polycarbonate water bottle is put at the center of the hut. During the day, it functions like a bulb. And now you have other side, the big companies giving you those polycarbonate domes with a glass for the diffuser and put them into the warehouses where the light is available during the day. These are two different things, but you can see in one case, this is a schoolboy who did this, simply stuck up that the empty bottle at the center of the hut, and the house is full of light, okay, without any cost in the process. Look at these examples, particularly if you now see the windmill made up of again the bamboo. And these are the two brothers who have been actually now providing these on a commercial basis to business around them. We require people. Now these are, remember, these are the people having no formal education. The way they now store the seeds here, just above the chula, for the next year, and it remains pest free, so it is available the next year. Just too tired. Nothing. Just one person thinks. This is a lady who has, as I said, no education, but she thinks that I can make use of that heat coming from her chula. Okay, another. These are coming from undergraduate, second year, third year engineering students who came up with products like magnetic shock absorbers, or the walking stick, which also has a torch in it. And remember, these are the guys who are just students in the undergraduate. I want to give now an example where a team of students worked with me in the last 1.5 year. The idea was to bring together under the innovation networking students from mechanical students population as a potential human resource for me. And if I'm able to convert even 1% of that, I will be still writing a different history for the chemical education, the engineering division. What is important in that case for people to become innovators? Important thing is what experiences you have and what environment you have. And that is what really develop the skills of innovators. I have another question. I have seen one of the very interesting stories on WhatsApp. I probably repeat that. I would not say this is my story. But let me repeat that story for you. There is an archer which is hitting a goal one after another consistently. Okay? And everybody is applauding him. What a good job you're doing. There is one guy who says, what is so great in that? It is just practice. So he said, after some time, the archer becomes very furious. He said, look, I've been doing this again and again and again, and you don't appreciate it. He said, what's the big in that? It's a practice. The archer said, then you show me how you can do that. He said, I have practiced that. You practiced it, you have done this. But can you do what I can do? So he shows him some whatever his art is. His simple art is that taking a bottle and pour water into that from the another bucket without spilling a drop of it. What's the moral of the story? If you practice and practice and practice, you can actually become good at it. You can become an expert into that area. So my question to all of you is, what are you good at? That is the thing, if you can identify what are you good at, or if you have younger students here, I will ask you, what would you like to become the good at? So if you want to become something better, you have to develop a skill. You have to become really good at that. Otherwise, we become very good at what complaining. We keep on complaining, we become expert in complaining. Right? We need to change the attitude. And we say, what are we good at? Can I build a skill which will which will make me an expert into that, so that other people do not have that. Remember that you become expert into an area where other people are not dealing with. So find out those fields where you don't have competition. And if there is a remember one thing, when somebody sees that you are becoming expert in the area, they will try to follow you. So you have to always ahead of them if you want to remain equally competitive. So, to the teachers, can we drive the students? Can we teach them to ask right questions? Can we help them in their quest to find answers to those questions? Can we support them in case they fail? And failures are common. And particularly when you go into the newer areas of learning, failures are common. But that does not mean it should not deter you from learning different things on your own. Can you mentor them with the right mix of knowledge and your experience? We don't require teachers today. I'm making a very bold statement. We don't require teachers today. We require mentors. We require facilitators. We require the teachers to handhold the students with their own experience and their own expertise. That is the need of the teachers today. Otherwise, the students know every line that we are speaking in front of them is available somewhere on the internet. They know all those question papers, all the question banks, somewhere loaded on the net. They don't require teachers for that. We require teachers to become a part of the learning process. And If we can do that, then I would say we can build a major success story of our time. We can change the way technical education or engineering education is done today in the state. Can I remove this? It is not. Innovation is an important part of our education. I say that it should be helpful. I think, am I audible at the end? Okay. I'm still a teacher. I take the class for 150 students anytime. Right. So, teachers, I just give you some of the characteristics how one can become the innovators. Remember, the innovation has to be helpful to society. It cannot be just, and it should not be applicable to one. In fact, when we went around for funding of the research projects, we asked every one of them, you tell us your first customer and you tell us that 10 customers. If you can have 10 customers, then you can have 100 customers. And then you can aim for the million. That is where the innovation will have a value. So every time when we talk about innovation, we say it should be useful to improve the lives of individuals directly. As you work to improve the humanities state around the world. That is really innovators' mind. So whatever you want to do, we say, will it make the life, your own life first of all is here. If it can be helpful to you, it can be helpful to others as well. Now there is I call it a continuum between invention and the value. Invention can be still there, remaining in your laboratory or your thesis or a project which you have done. Unless you bridge that gap, okay, the innovation will not be existing. So we say that it is a continuum going from invention in the lab and creating the value. We need to solve, as a result, when we say innovators have certain characteristics which I will come down very quickly. We need innovations to solve real world needs. Now some cases the need may not be even existing. Well, before Steve Jobs, I'm sure none of you needed the touchscreen phone. And I must say that the largest rate of innovation today is in the telecommunication and a mobile. You see how many mobiles you change almost now every year. And every smartphone is coming up with the different characteristics. Another thing which of course Prashant was mentioning, what you require innovation is always happens at the interface of different disciplines. If you are expert in one discipline, does not make you innovator. You have to shake hands with somebody else. And there is no point in developing expertise into every field. Whenever you don't have an expertise, simply join hands. When you sit at the interface of the two disciplines, it's always easy to see the other side of the fence and see what is happening there. But if you are isolated in your own silo, that I don't want to go out and talk to you, then obviously you can't become many times innovator. You can't therefore, as I said, and excel in all the fields, and that's the reason you need to collaborate. Remember, the teamwork is an essential mantra of becoming a successful innovator. And therefore, if the quality of innovation will be decided by the quality of the team. I must cite here one more example, and it was given by Swami Vivekananda. He said that when the rainfall drops, if it falls in your hand, it is pure enough for you to drink. When it falls in oyster, it can get converted into the pearl, a beautiful pearl. But if it falls in the gutter, you would not like to even put your feet into that. So value is decided also by your associations. Who are you associated with? Same drop has different fates depending upon where it has fallen. So innovation or innovation team is also a similar association. If the association that you build in your professional life are supportive and you have a synergistic relationship with different components, don't have to say what will happen if you get associated with wrong elements, right? Ask the questions which are right. For example, whenever I see something, we ask the question, is this innovative? Was this problem solved? Was this problem solved before? What is the standard practice in the industry for this? And how it is different? So value actually comes, you take out the hassle out of something, and if it improves life, then it becomes innovative. Where do I start? We need to also look at this. How far I need to go to do whatever I'm planning to do, and what will be the cost of it. It doesn't become, because see, researchers in general have the tendency to get emotionally attached to whatever they are doing. And they always think that whatever I'm doing is the best. And nothing more can be done beyond that. That I call emotional attachment. You actually block your mind from any other inputs that is coming into that. So one needs to understand that if you have that kind of tendency, the second one is that you keep on putting your efforts year after year, and of course the efforts require money. Now if we say that I want to do something and I hope that 20 years down the line I will have this product, okay, and it is going to cost me few crores of rupees, then you are not really innovative. I would rather use the word, either you are too early for that or you are talking to your hand. That means you need to understand that for innovation you need to look into two things: time, how fast you can take your product out to the market, and second was economics. And particularly for the Indian society, the most important criteria is the price. Indians are very, very price conscious people. They may not look for the quality, but they will look for what is the cheapest available. Okay, and that's something which we need to change. Okay, what are the drivers for innovation? I'll just quickly take you through this because there is not much of the time. It can be financial pressure, maybe from the market. We have to increase efficiencies. We have to do more with less. You put less material, less energy, less money, and get out more money. Okay, that anyway is what we're looking for. Competition is building. Take China. China is become a competitor now for us in everything. Don't get surprised if 10 years down the line a Chinese university set the shop in country and say they will give the Indian education to our students. That may even happen. If tomorrow government opens the education field for competition, first one to come to us could be the Chinese one. Because they know there is a large number of people, English speaking, technically sound. And also they see there is a need of providing education, of the quality education to the students. It may even happen. Right? Value, migration, you can have sometimes strict regulation which are imposed on the companies, industries that you should do this. We are talking about sustainable development. Everybody knows that our resources are limited. So obviously I need to do more with whatever I have. Okay, and the development has to continue year after year. So even suppose somebody tells me that I am opening a college, a new college, I will ask him, what is the sustainability model that we have? Will you be able to sustain your college after 5 years? That is what we need to look into that. And the economy which is changing continuously. Remember that the large change is taking place because of competition coming from abroad, the market which is getting captured by the multinationals, and of course there is somebody does come out from within India saying that we can give an equal fight. I admire one thing about Ramdev Baba. He has given a real fight to the multinational consumer product companies. Okay, I'm not a great fan of this, but what do you require to be innovators? You require creativity. Now the creativity means ability to think de novo, fresh, completely, which is not done before. Okay, that is what a creativity means. It also means, I strongly believe, as Chair Patil very eloquently he created the those poems. And engineers need to have somewhere association with arts. He must be able to at least appreciate what the art is. I don't go to temples. I told them only when they asked me, I said, I don't go to temples, I'm not a very religious man. I used to be. I had other way around, the transformation. But I go to the temples to see the architectures. Imagine the temple that I see today, almost 1,500 years old. Look at the architecture, it's beautiful. I'm not just going there, just look at those cemeteries which you see inside in the temple. So look at the way they have directed a particular source, as is the sun was considered to be the source of energy. And you find majority of the temples are facing east. And the way the light falls inside the temple. And of course today we don't see that thing because all around we have the commercial buildings. Right? Innovators, they never are happy with the status quo. If something is wrong, they will make a noise about this. But they just don't make noise. They'll also find a solution for that. Other people's problem is the innovator's choice of opportunities. So they always try to think about what can be done, how to improve the things. Okay? How many of us do that? We simply complain. I just told you, if you complain, you become very good in complaining. If you come out, take a different view and saying that this is a complaint, it's an opportunity for me to solve the problem, you get a different project. You solve the problem, come out with a product or a process or a system, you could be in the business. Okay? And that is where the entrepreneurship starts. We need to have curiosity. How does something work? How does someone think? I'll give you very interesting observation. When the child is very young, you give the toys to child to play. And you will find that they will not be just happy with running around with it. After some time, they will start opening it. And their small nails can function as a very good screwdrivers. They'll even find out on the corners, all around where those ants are going, they'll even follow them. Are you curious same way today? In fact, many of us say you are not curious anymore. Because with the first time the child has opened that toy, he gets the first spanking. And in lesson, if you open it again, I'm not going to buy the second one for you. The child gets conditioned so much so, today a young engineering student working with electronics or in telecommunication will not open the mobile other than for checking the SIM card. This is what I call the loss of curiosity. I want to see within us, in every one of us, there is a child still. We need to awake that child again. Remember, this is a very important stage to become an innovator. You have to become a childlike if you want to do something new. You have to keep on asking the question. Initially, the question may look very bad. We are very self-conscious. If I ask this question, people will laugh at me. But this is what we do in ideation workshop. When I used to conduct ideation workshop for the students, and we used to have fun, a real fun. And that's the point a teacher has to go to the level of the students. Many of people ask me, leaving aside my gray hair, ask me, why do you look so young? It's a very simple reason. I work with young people. I think like them, and I work with them. I never work over them. All my student teams that I developed, every one of them had worked with me. And it is an equal partner. When I built this concept of innovation networking, we said that the credit will be available to all of them equally. There's nothing like who does more, who does less. No. Everybody will get the equal credit. Believe me, teachers did not help as much the students helped me in the process. Because they knew it is adding a value to them. At the end of the program, when they submitted, they had to go, of course. When they went for the interviews, the companies who interviewed them, they were so surprised. They called me saying that can we replicate this everywhere else? And we are going to do the similar exercise with every college that we affiliate with us. Build teams between or within the in the colleges so that they come up with the products as we described. They have to work together. We build that curiosity among themselves. The people I showed that particular example of microwave reactor. We worked with a simple magnetron. We took it from the market and we developed those waveguides and corresponding structure. They had a problem. Everything was put up. When the magnetron started, the water was not hitting. And we were struggling. Why the water is not hitting? Why the water is not hitting? And we had missed this critical component in the system. Late in the night, 12:30, I get a call from my student saying that, sir, we have done it. Look at the pleasure, the pride. I was so happy. I could not sleep later on because I wanted to go on the second day to the lab and seeing the thing actually working. And they feel a pride saying that they could show something working to me. They wanted to do themselves. They've never seen a magnetron. They never worked on the control systems. In fact, all the entire control system was built by the students from the scratch. They designed their own circuits. They designed their own system. They got those PCB boards made, put the entire system on the place, and they say, sir, now we can demonstrate to you. I want to have that kind of confidence in every student who graduates from the university. Saying that let's do something different. Okay? Ability to identify serendipitous moments. Remember, if you are having they call the luck favors only the prepared minds. Luck. Everybody is lucky. Question is whether we are able to identify where my luck is. Otherwise, serendipitous moments are very rare. I just give my own example. When I graduated, I was supposed to join RCM. And then one of my teachers just took me to Professor Sharma, who is a very well-known chemical engineer. He said, this boy is not doing higher education. You know, that was a moment which I never anticipated. And at that moment I said, I want to do higher studies. The only thing which I told Professor Sharma is I am not interested only in masters. If I do the masters, I will also do PhD. But that was the moment which I grabbed with my both hands, saying that an opportunity to work with a person like him. And I never today regret the decision. Rather, I would like to live the life again if I get second life. You must be able to take the risk. And to be frank, undergraduate students level, you can take that risk. Once you graduate, go to the company, get married, have a family, you will not take the risk. While you are studying is the right time that where you can take the risk. But failures, risk means take the risk to take the failures or face it. But does not mean that I'll keep on failing and then I'm taking risk. If you fail in examination, you cannot say that I'm just taking this again and again. Right? Passion. You must have passion. You say I want to do something. I don't want to set where I am today. Okay? And that's the ability to have taking risk, think differently, educate yourself, continuously upgrade your knowledge, and be very passionate about doing something. That is where a person can go. Have a very deep understanding of the basic principle at least. We don't have to be an expert in everything, but at least you must know the basic science. Ability to identify good problems. Choose the problems which will have a large impact. See, rather than having a product which I make only for Elix, which are say few hundred or thousand, I like to take my product to millions. It's a number game eventually. I may make 1 rupee from my product, but when I sell that to the million people, I make 1 million sales. That is the way you should be looking at it. Identify problems which are actionable, but that you can work on, and find the solutions which can be executed, and we cannot have simply daydreaming that I will solve some problem. Somewhere you have to make your hands dirty. Engineers, for me, very simple thing is you must make your hands dirty. Teachers included. Otherwise, you cannot teach engineering. If you do not make your hands dirty, you are not fit for teaching. Because the students follow their role models. If you become the role model for the students will learn more from you, and they will enjoy the learning working with you. Okay, I think I must now end up. Last one. Where I can find ideas? I'm sure everybody will ask that question. Where I can get an ideas? In fact, ideas you don't have to search and go out and find out where ideas are. Ideas are in fact everywhere. Everything that you do, I'm saying, see what we are missing. We see the things around us, but we never notice them. Okay? All those ideas are actually in the problems where everybody complains. Every problem that you face, every need that you have, every complaint that you make is in fact a potential source for idea and a project. It could be your own personal experience, or it could be a friend's experience, or the way the society complains today. Everywhere you can look at this, you will get an idea. You may have hobby, you may have the interest in certain things, on certain things. Okay? They can lead to different ideas. Read newspapers, read magazines. Look at the media. Digital media is very large today, and access is very easy. Do little research. Find out what opportunities, business opportunities are lying everywhere. Look at the patents. You can actually read a lot of patents to find out how people innovate. And you can take some of them, join hands with the innovator or the patentee, and you can still work out a business model around that if you want to become a successful. And finally, be a factor of the change. Make yourself think differently. Unless you decide that you want to change your own life, you can't change others. Right? So let me end up here. Let's start innovating. Okay, if you have any questions, I'll be very glad to answer them. You know, when there are no questions after the lecture, we say two things. One is you understood everything, whatever I said. Second one, I don't know to say. Okay, let me give my own experience, the way we worked out. In the first step, we had to work with the students because they do not have many times an idea. So we designed the projects and we split them into different sub-projects. And we actually gave those projects to them. You select what you want to work on. It should not be like an assigned project. If the project is assigned, then it is no more your project. It is the student's project. It is only the guide's project. So one thing that we need to do is giving a choice to the students to work on their ideas, what they want to work on. Once they start working on that, there is no stopping, because that becomes their baby, and they ensure that they work over day and night. Okay? So there is nothing else to inspire the students but to, one is to challenge them, second give them the freedom, and give the ecosystem. They work. Yes.
It's fantastic to know that you have designed microwave assisted reaction mechanisms there. I have seen multi-stage reactors which were used to be imported from Germany and costed around 10 lakhs, 12 lakh rupees. For such kind of a small reactors where you can carry in milligram levels, around 500 milligram levels.
No, this is not a milligram level. These are actually, it can go around kgs.
That's what I'm telling, sir. This is contributing towards industrial side.
Yes.
But where in academic sides, if you make out such small level reactors, that could be very helpful to academic institutes.
I have not shown that, but we have another micro reactor with a microwave. It's a microwave assisted micro reactor, the continuous reactor. which can run something like a few grams in an hour. But the one that we have made are actually industrial scale reactors, which can run about 25 kgs per hour. And if I want more, now we are ready to expand our business. But it's possible to do this. And as I said, I have a full trust today in the capabilities of the young people. It's only matter of they're just waiting for the right opportunities and the right ecosystem.
Any other questions? On behalf of all teaching faculty, let me ask a question.
Please go ahead.
This Honorable Bharat sir told me how to tackle the undergraduate students. Usually what happens, undergraduate students are coming to their respective heads and asking, give us the project. So according to you, how to divert them from ready-made projects to thinking? Because we have very less spam, and in this 1 year, they are going to attend more than 10 theory papers. Apart from that, 200 marks are there for the project. So how we can make innovators in the undergraduate level? How can we divert them? Which is not possible because they have some stipulated period of time.
As I said, in fact, I found that the time constraint drives them more. I'll give you another example which I did an experiment which I conducted 10 years ago, and we continued with that experiment later on. The first step in ideation. How do we really make them to generate ideas? And you need to conduct separate kind of a training for them. The team that we work was slightly different. It was started as a part of TechEd. We went around the industries, and the 5 industries in the first year. We said that you give me a problem. It is a real problem. Project given by the faculty typically is hypothetical. The first thing is you need to excite the student. So we took up 5 projects, 5 problems from the industry, and we gave them about 20 teams to work on. It means one project may have even the minimum 4 teams will be working on that. It was their choice. And the idea was within 2 days, 48 hours, they have to come up with a paper solution. Believe me, this works so beautifully. 2 years, 2 days that we have seen them, 2 days, students don't even sleep. You need to excite them. Excitement comes with a challenge. Excitement comes when you show them that they are working on an actual, real life problem. Don't make your process hypothetical. That is where the excitement lies. Because they know whatever they are going to do. End of 2 days, we call the companies and saying that you evaluate the solutions. Company gets surprised saying that one problem, 5 different solutions. One of them works the best. But every solution works. One is the optimum one or the best one. But they come up with within that stipulated time period. Very well. If you have that constraint put on them, and remember, younger generation works under constraint. Tomorrow examination, today they will study. And they will study for extended hours. Okay? So if you can bring the excitement in your project, they can do the job. You don't have to do anything else. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening us regarding innovations, curiosity, how to excite the students, and how to see around what we are going to see, and different couple of examples you have given about the innovations in the rural areas, in Adivasi areas. So I am very much thankful to Honorable Vinayakar sir. And the next golden page of this pre-conference workshop will be opened by respected Rajendra Sonal sir from IIT Mumbai. The session is on technology commercialization. He will explain with some case study. So this session will continue up to 1:30. So all the participants are hereby requested to please attend it. I request Honorable Rajendra Sonal sir to please take charge.
Gaikar, you met my presentation simple because he has covered a lot of topics. So I will be mostly focusing on what are the new business model opportunities, and I think you must have heard in newspaper on this one, a lot of things happening. And recently there's a lot of controversy, Ola versus Uber, Flipkart versus Amazon, and this one. And since this is getting recorded, whatever I type is my personal talk. It has nothing to do with IIT Bombay, this one. Because it's a part of IIT Bombay, I'm making presentation as a personal because I don't want to record things. Sometimes make a statement, it goes in media, and then people say IIT professors are saying that. So this is my personal presentation. Okay, so this is my agenda. What is happening on a technology front, or new business model because of technology, current and future trends in technology. What is the role of business incubator? So I'll be talking a little bit about the SIGN, Society for Innovation and Entrepreneurship cell, which is part of IIT Bombay. How they facilitate commercialization. It's not only on a technology, but there are a lot of other technologies which are part of that. And I will cover a little bit of my company which I started in 2005. I exited and I started another company right inside the IIT campus. IITs and even IIMs, NITs also, they have business incubator. Basically, facilitate whatever research you are doing inside the respective colleges can then be commercialized. And that's good. Actually, government is giving almost 25 lakhs. I happen to be on some advisors committee like NIT, Trichy, and this one. So almost we can get 25 lakhs of funding. And this is, I think, good enough to get started. At least, in a software kind of field where you don't need too much of infrastructure and this one. Okay? So because it's not like capital intensive. Okay, this is just brief what is happening on technology side. I think some of you may think. My talk will be more on computing technology, especially focusing on IT and IT services. So technology has changed a lot. Like you see, it has become now more social and educators. It has moved from lab to more enterprise level, more extended and inclusive, collective, and this one. And on the left hand side, sorry. Here you see it has become more human centric to computer centric. So now power has come to your hand. You see like I remember when I joined Bachelor in Computer Science in 1986, I saw the first PC with just 2 floppy drives, this one. And now you see the mobiles with almost 8-core processor or quad-core processor, and you have 4 GB RAM and GB RAM. What is the computing power available in mini computers and mainframes is available on now almost in small devices and so on. So things are changing quite fast, and there are various technologies which are moved from mainframes to more computers. Of course, it brings a lot of challenges because more and more systems become open. They are vulnerable to attacks. You must be like listening recently. There are a lot of Twitter accounts are hacked, and these people are saying the banking system in India especially is not still foolproof. There's a lot of vulnerability and so on. Brings it this challenges. Okay, so there are again technologies, cloud computing, intranet, extranet, and changing to respond. And you see the players in ecosystem getting completely disrupted, because like if you see a typical travel chain provider, then you have a reservation system, travel agents, credit card company, and your customer. But nowadays you can directly connect to provider also. I can go to Air India website and I can make my reservation and so on. I don't have to go to the conventional channel, which is completely changed. And that's why these people who are in the middle, they are going to go out and this one. These are some examples like Air Deccan is one of the good case study to deal with, because Air Deccan's what is the USP? They reduce the operational cost to almost 20%. Especially in the retail industry, 20% reduction in operation cost is substantial. Saving bottom line. And what are they introduced? Like they went for their own reservation system. They introduced online booking, as well as they came with this barcode reader, which actually increases the turnaround time at airports. Okay, this is another example. Like recently, you must be knowing most of the oil companies, they have gone to complete automation. Like you can book your cylinder just using web or IVR kind of this one. So what is the advantage of here? It again removes a lot of middlemen, which we are doing a lot of manipulation on this one. So if you are directly interfacing with HPCL, BPCL knows you are a genuine customer because it verifies your number as well as consumer number and so on. Okay, this again, these are some technologies which are changing the scene. And typically when you talk about business process reengineering, the way things are going, so if you have too many processes, using technology you can get rid of a lot of processes, because technology when you do reengineering of what your existing processes, it actually takes out a lot of processes which are redundant or which can be taken care by your technology. Okay, so what is the impact of such this one? In fact, you must be knowing what happened to Kodak. Kodak was in fact one of the first company who invented digital camera, and they went into bankruptcy. And again, you see how Apple destroyed the entire Finland economy. That means one person, Steve Jobs, he created the technology which can disrupt the entire country's resource. Because the two technologies they were, one is Nokia, and second is paper technology. More and more automation happens. What it does? It takes away a lot of your paperwork, and you don't need really paper. See, the entire country's your economy is based on this one. Then this is you must have heard like last time what happened when a lot of e-commerce people came in India, like Flipkart, Snapdeal, and this one. The retailers bought this one because it's changing the way the things are done. You have a lot of DMarts and hypos and coming up. So what will happen to Kirana stores and this one? So it's actually going to disrupt the existing this one. Similarly, I don't know whether you heard about this Blockbuster versus Netflix. Netflix survived. Blockbuster actually they thought that people will go by convention, just like Kodak. Kodak thought that the people will be using traditional film and they will go to a this one that you can get your photo printed. But now a lot of people are using digital. They don't even print their photos. They have digital cameras available. So similarly, Blockbuster thought that the brick and mortar model will work, but sometimes people change because the reach of the technology to people changes the existing model. I don't know if you heard about this. These models are possible because internet has enabled this. This is IoT.com, started somewhere in 2005. Basically, it's like a remote. Somebody sitting in US, can an engineer sitting in India can diagnose the problem right here. This is basically like when you use remote desktop sharing. Somebody sitting in anywhere in the world, you can just connect to that person's machine and then can solve the problem sitting anywhere. And they have a lot of clients. This one. This is e-tutoring. Word like there's a possibility like you can have a one-to-one tutoring using mechanism like WebEx, Skype, or there are a lot of video sharing kind of technologies available. Of course, this is that that this is completely changing the scenario. You see in Mumbai. In fact, I was surprised. I just reached from IIT Mumbai to CST in just 40 minutes, and I paid just only 250 rupees. If I go back almost 4 years back, I used to pay almost 500 plus to Merucab and TabCab. Or even if you see the Kalipili, they take you for granted. But it has changed the complete scenario. So, and again, what is careful, if you look at it, what has changed? Like your all mechanical devices have become more in soft form. Because it's getting rid of a lot of physical devices using software. So what happens, like you don't need to, what is the advantage of having software? Because you can recalibrate. For example, if you want to change the taxi meters, suppose the rate goes on changing, tariff goes on changing, all these people have to line up to RTO, and these people will recalibrate. You must be knowing, like whenever tariff changes, from X to Y, they need to be recalibrated. But think about the technology. These people can on a real-time basis, on dynamically, they can change the prices. So, and you don't need to maintain electromechanical devices because software can. In fact, there's an interesting article. Software is going to eat a lot of things, because more and more automation happens, more and more things software needs doing, and you don't need too many of physical things to be done and so on. This is very interesting. That's what Professor Gaiker was talking about, pain points. So I don't know how many of you know about this company, Rivigo. So this person really understood the pain of truck drivers. Average, they said the truck drivers spend 20 to 25 days, from their family. So if somebody is in Punjab or somebody is in Kolkata, and they are coming to say all the to south, it takes a lot of time. So what this person did actually, he understood the pain of truck drivers, and he created a company. Now they have their own fleet of trucks. So he says no driver will drive more than 6 to 7 hours, and that driver will reach to home every day. So imagine this is completely changed the way things were done. So what he will do at every point, whenever driver say drives for 6-7 hours, there will be another driver who will be picking up, and he will be making their logistic and arrangement for staying at this one. So this this is like understanding the pain of people. So, okay, who is really? So this is changing the scenario. Just like I show what is happening in previous. This is changing from this to this one, and this why there are a lot of opportunities there. Okay, sometimes people do talk about like technology takes away a lot of jobs, but what is interesting, I don't know if you happen to Mumbai and if you visit Juhu Beach or Gateway of India, now it has created, the technology has created a job. Now technology, instead of you going to a Photoshop, the technology has come to you. It's become a portable. That means there is a job now available to this person because portable printer. And it's sometimes win-win proposition. If you get your photo printed in just 20 rupees or 15 rupees, it's good for you. And they can show you preview also before taking the picture. Or this one. So this is like okay, look at this automation. Now when automation happens, sometimes it creates a new category of this one. Suppose I'm staying in say Powai and I don't have access to technology. Now I don't have to go all the way to Dadar or Bombay Center to book my ticket, because there will be an agent which will be available within 1 kilometer of vicinity. I can go to that agent and the agent can book ticket for me. That means what it has done, it has created another category of people who can use the technology on behalf of you, because you don't have access to technology. I think this you must be knowing Salesforce.com. This was one of the first on-demand CRM kind of software, and they're doing quite well. And this cloud computing and IoT and various technologies are coming up. They are going to change the way things are done. In fact, this is again a little bit threat to Indian IT industry, because if cloud computing comes in a big way, you don't need to manage your infrastructure. And all Microsoft, IBM, Google, they are setting up a big infrastructure in India also. So you don't own the resources, you can just drain the resources whenever you are required. And they are creating an ecosystem. In fact, 2014, I happened to attend the Microsoft conference in Bangalore. There was a 16-year boy who was the CEO of the company. So can you imagine a 16-year boy can run a company? Because what Microsoft says, I will take care of everything, you just focus on your application. So if you are a creative and you can create an application, we will provide you the entire environment to make it available. Just like you develop an app on Apple or any mobile app, and if it clicks, a lot of people start using it. You really don't need too much of infrastructure to implement. Okay, this is another company, Mu Sigma, which saw an opportunity in analytics. Basically, they are pure play analytics company. They have Fortune 500 clients in US and this one. Zoho.com is another example. This is software as a service kind of model where again, what is a traditional model?